We all know what is our dharma. We all know that. If you close your eyes in any situation, take a moment and go little inward, you will know what your right dharma is. Yeah. But most of the time, we don't operate from this space of silence. We operate from this space of noise.
Pranam Gurudev. Our next question is being asked by Sumant from Canada, and he is asking this. Gurudev, how do I differentiate between dharmic and non-dharmic actions or thoughts? How do I handle a situation where my parents are not acting as per dharma? I hold them in high regard, but their conduct goes against my understanding of dharma. Thank you.
What is dharma? Let's first understand. It's a term that we use quite a lot, especially in this part of the world, in this culture. Uh, when we translate it into English loosely, we call it uh, what is the word? Mm, virtueness or virtuous actions, etc. But let's understand what dharma is according to our understanding. You see, fire, we've all seen fire. Fire's dharma is always to move upward. No matter how you light the fire, it can never go downward, it will always go upward. Now, that's the dharma, that's the conduct, that's the nature of fire. Yeah. Similarly, if you see water, water will always flow down. That's the nature, that's the dharma of water, to always flow down. Now, nobody goes to water or to the fire to tell them what is your dharma. They know it. You never go to water saying that, oh, your dharma is to flow downward, why don't you flow downward? It knows its nature. But when it comes to us, there's a lot of confusion. But I believe every cell of our body knows what is the dharma of that cell. We are collective of these trillions of cells. Deep inside, we all know what is our dharma. We all know that. If you close your eyes in any situation, take a moment and go little inward, you will know what your right dharma is. Yeah. But most of the time, we don't operate from this space of silence. We operate from this space of noise, which we call the active chattering mind. So we get confused. What is dharma? We need to then ask, what is our dharma? As I'm saying, your digestion system doesn't ask you what is my dharma. It knows to digest the food. It knows it pretty well. So you also know, first of all, you also know what is your dharma. It's just that you've not paid attention to that. So that's point number one. Let's park it. Point number two. This dharma also keeps changing based on the role and the situation that you are in. Yeah. So let's say in your workplace, and if it's a very aggressive workplace, there your role is of a warrior. Your dharma is of the warrior at that place. But when you come back home, you're a father, you're a mother, you're a brother, you're a sister. That role ends. You enter into a new role. There's a new dharma attached to the new role. Now, this is where a human being and a fire is different. Because fire's got one role. Yeah, it'll always move upward. But we shift our roles. 24 hours, we shift our roles a lot. And each role has its own dharma. And we get confused then. Yeah. If you're a warrior, you're not warrior 24/7. You're warrior in that zone alone. There you follow the dharma of a warrior. At home, you are, let's say, a father. There you follow the dharma of a father. Now that's where the confusion comes in, because this dharma keeps shifting. This dharma keeps shifting based on the situation you are in and based on the role that you have taken. Yeah, it's point number two. It's fluid. You need a certain wisdom to moment know what is my dharma in this moment. Just to give you an example, just before this session, I was sitting with my wife and with my son, and we were having our evening meal together. Yeah. There, my dharma was of that, a householder. I was performing that dharma there. Yeah. With the food. Now I'm in this session. The role has shifted. I'm back to my deeper role, huh? Which is, let's say, a spiritual teacher. Now here the dharma is to talk that what is truth, to make sure we all progress, to make sure we all evolve, to make sure we all become awakened. That's my dharma in this moment right now. And I'm speaking from that zone now. Yeah. So that's point number two. It keeps changing. You need certain wisdom to know where you are, sthana kala, where you are, what's the time, and what's your role now. You perform, you establish your dharma accordingly. So that's point number three. But let's say if we are not yet awakened to that level of wisdom, what do we do then? Is there a measurement? Yes, there's a measurement. There, I'll give you now point number three, the third dimension. Number one of that which is life nurturing, is dharma. Technically, the meaning of dharma is that which holds everything together. What holds this life together? Yeah, nurturing holds this life together. Love holds this life together. Huh? Compassion holds this life together. Heart holds this life together. Joyfulness holds this life together. Satya, yani truth, holds this life together. All that is holding this life together is dharma. Yeah, make that as your measurement, as your benchmark. Yeah, anything that holds this life together is dharma, in a very simple way of saying. Yeah, following the path to the truth is dharma. Following the path to love is dharma. That which allows you to constantly open your heart is the path of dharma. Yeah, so that's the third element. Follow this rule till the time your own inner wisdom awakens, and you will then know in every situation, every moment, based on the time and the situation and the sthiti space, what your real dharma is. Yeah. So that's dharma. And if you don't follow this, then whatever you're doing is called adharma, going anti this. Yeah. So that's a basic, broad understanding of dharma. The second part of the question was that uh, your parents, in their actions, you don't see them following the dharma. As per your understanding of dharma, they're not following the path of dharma, and that's where the conflict is, if I understand the second part of the question. Well, Guru ki karni Guru janega, chele ki karni chela. Meaning, we're all responsible for our own actions. We're all responsible for the karam that we make. We're all responsible for that. Whatever karma, whatever actions you perform, you will have to reap the benefit of that or pay the price of that, whatever the case may be, whatever action you are doing, right? Unfortunately, in life, we keep conflicting with each other. First of all, how do you know that what your understanding of dharma is the true right understanding of dharma and your parents' understanding of dharma is wrong? How do you know that? How can you say that? Maybe wherever they are in their own understanding, they are following the path of dharma. Who knows? Huh? Only an awakened person can know that, who's following the dharma and who's not following the dharma. You need deep wisdom to know that. Which means I'm saying, can I judge at this level of my understanding or my awakening, are you following your dharma or no? Can I judge? It is very difficult. It is very difficult. Let me give you an example. Unglimal, Daku Unglimal, Buddha. Now, this guy was a murderer, killer, a dharmic person as per everybody's definition, came to Buddha. And things happened. I'll not go in the details of the story. But then he is asking Buddha to initiate him into Buddha's lineage of sannyasa. Buddha is about to do that, but a lot of Buddha's disciples are saying, what blunder are you doing, O great master? He is the most adharmic person. How can you initiate him? It goes against the whole law of dharma. Right? Now, who's correct in this? Is Buddha correct? Who's seeing the possibility of Angulimal walking the path and becoming awakened? Or the followers of Buddha who are saying, no, no, as per our understanding, he's adharmic, cannot be initiated. Who's right? Who's right? Are you understanding what I'm saying? We cannot judge. We just cannot judge. A. Number two, B. What is your dharma for your parents? Let's come to your dharma. Is your dharma towards your parents is to constantly criticize them? Or with deep love, affection, and compassion, nudge them? If you think they are on the wrong path, with deep respect, love, and affection, and compassion and care, slowly nudge them on the right path. Not by disrespecting, not by conflicting with them. Because if you do that, then you're not following your dharma of a child, of a son, of a daughter. Huh? Where is the respect? Where is the garima, gratitude to the parents for raising you? Where is that? Today, are you so intelligent that you think you are dharmic and they are adharmic? I'm just giving you some counter views for you to think about it. Because every generation, when it grows, thinks the earlier generation does not know. And only I know the right way. Every generation suffers from this. Sometimes we are right, sometimes we are not. Correct? So, if still you feel your parents, their actions are not generally in line with Dharma, so I'm saying two things. A, everybody will reap the results of their actions. You cannot really interfere. Even if you want to, it's very hard. Law or nature does not allow you to interfere. Let them do what they are doing as per their understanding of right and wrong, dharma and adharma. Number one. Number two, if you really think they are on a wrong track and you know the right track of dharma, great. If that's the case, beautiful. You're a blessed child, they are the blessed parents in that case. And if that's the case, follow the dharma of a child, of a son, of a daughter. With deep respect, deep care, gratitude, compassion, slowly hold their hands, take them with you. Very softly, with deep respect, nudge them on the right path. Yeah. If it's in their destiny, and if it comes from your deep respect and compassion, the words will reach them. Let me repeat. If it is in their destiny, and if it comes from your deep respect and compassion for them, unconditional, if it's not coming from the space of attachment, if it's coming from the space of deep respect, care, and compassion for them, then your words of dharma will reach them. Will they be able to act on this or no? We don't know, because the layers of habits have been formed on them. But even if this seed goes into them, brilliant. You've performed your dharma very well, and you've sown the seed. Just be very happy with that. Yeah? Be a farmer, just sow the seed. Follow the real karma yoga, where you sow the seeds. You're not doing it from the bhav of karta. You're not the doer. The intelligence of sowing the seed of this vakya came to you, you sowed the seed. No karta bhav, you're not the doer. Two, you're not looking for the result of it. If the seeds open, if they start to become dharmic in this life, wonderful. If not, don't worry. Seed never dies. It will sprout in the next life. Yeah? So don't get attached to the result of the action. That's real dharma. Yeah? Follow that principle of karma yoga. No karta bhav, no attachment to the results of the action. And number three, don't do it because they're your parents. Do it because they are human beings around you. And it's your kartavya, it's your duty, it's your dharma to sow the right seeds in the heart of every human being. Don't do it because of the attachment, because of the attachment of this relationship. If you're able to do this three, my friend, you followed the path of karma yoga, number one, and you followed the real, honest, highest dharma. And you followed it as a son, as a daughter. And if you've done that, brilliant. You will sleep very peaceful sleeps in the night. Yeah, you've done your job. Think about this. Think about this. I've given you a lot of counter questions, counter thoughts to meditate over it, to contemplate over it, and then sleep. It's my wish, it's my prayer that all of us must contemplate on the real meaning of Dharma. Don't go by the book. Your heart always know what the right Dharma is in that situation, in that moment, in that space, in that time. Yeah. Yes, with that, I hope it helps you to to follow the right Dharma. Yeah. Thank you.